Hi, YouTube. Especially, it's always weird because whenever you have new visitors on Twitch, they're always like, why the fuck are you guys saying that? All of our vlogs get turned into videos on YouTube later. Hi, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. I don't know how else to put it other than we're doing quite a lot today, even though it's supposed to be a happy little accident stream, a very short stream. Konnichiwa, konbawa, wherever you are. Goedemorgen, goedenavond, buenos dias, buenas tardes, Yeah, okay. Full discrepancy. I gotta tell YouTube this as well, guys. In case you guys randomly, we go from episode 6 to episode 8 for some reason. It might be my fault. Just straight up, because because my life's sort of crazy, work, whatnot. Oftentimes, I forget to download VODs until it's quite literally too late. So I am having friendly reminders of the chat and on Discord. Just pin me until I download the VOD or some shit, you know. Um, but anyway, with all of that being said, there's nothing further ado. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. Currently, chat doesn't really know it's between Attack on Titan or Bake, so let's go ahead and just go in. Bro, you guys gotta get the fuck out of the way. Or not. Misdirect. And the desktop audio. There we go. You know what? The OPs kind of rock. I'm not gonna lie. Like these OPs tend to be pretty good. Like these openings in general are pretty fucking good. Um, the OPs only get better. But yes, Shu, Punyesh, all of you guys. As we continue. Oh, give me a second. What the fuck tagged me? Someone tag me? AZ tagged that there was a stream today. No. So I know, dude. I know. Okay, the copyright system on YouTube is so fucking scary. Like, you leave a song on for like 8 seconds and you're done. You're done. Hey, Progzit, how you doing? How you doing, bro? Thanks for joining the stream. Know that we have maybe a bit planned today. I don't really know. It was an unexpected stream. We are just supposed to do one anime. Now we're doing Attack on Titan and Bake. All right, guys. So right off with that opening, how many of you guys would genuinely like Senju as a partner or something like that? Yeah, nay. Like, I gotta be honest with you guys. I actually genuinely think let's do every anime. Nano Sag, please no. We'd be here for I think an entire day or more. Hey, what is up? M Siron? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Nope. Unironically would like. Very much. I'm afraid of she would be very dominant in any relationship. So it just depends on whatever you're into. And it's also like being able to communicate that properly. Um I don't know how else to put it. Like, I guess being with her, you know that like you're probably gonna encounter a lot of walls immediately and a lot of like weird power dynamics and stuff. Although she does seem at least like a little bit caring, but not like super duper like let me hug you and comfort the shit out of you. Like big difference. Hmm. Oh, hello. How you doing? I cannot pronounce that, mate. I know you're new. Scorpion. Oh, Scorpion the Imperialist. My brain just fucking went blank. My brain looked at your whole thing and it was just like, nope. How you doing, Scorpion? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for coming in. Hers written it would be. Mm-mm. Well, it's not just that. It's also like, thanks for following, Scorpion. I really, really appreciate it. Like, join the family. We're trying to hit 400 followers. We're really close. We're like 10 away now, I believe. So feel free to join. Feel free to follow, guys. But no, her assertiveness is. It'd be wonderful for communication. I think so. But, there's a difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness. And I think her aggressiveness can be terrifying. Can be absolutely terrifying. I unfollow. Scorpion, you're the bomb. You're the bomb for following. So yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes specifically to Ara-kun or Araragi, I wonder if this assertiveness or this aggressiveness, because he tends to be kind of submissive for the most part, in terms of like, you know, it takes a lot in order to, like for motivation, like motivationally speaking, for him to be able to assert himself off of what we've seen so far, right? So I just wonder how this is going to end for them. Like they might be in a relationship, but does she hold all the cards? Is she going to push him to try and become more dominant inside of that relationship, like start making more decisions for himself? Oh shit, Emseron, thanks for subscribing. Oh damn, you're a boss, Emseron, coming in like that. Dang, I really appreciate it, guys. I really really do. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like legitimately, actually, screw that. Let me take that back. Let's take Bake out of the equation real quick. Have you guys ever been in an aggressive relationship or in a really, really assertive relationship where you're like, holy shit? Hi, Monokuma. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, brother. Like, I hope you're doing well. We'll fit both. Ultras, ultras. Nope, I'm single forever, not me. Okay. Nanosage, even with being single, how many of you guys have been in a friendship? A majority of us have been in a friendship in which, like, the friend that you made may have been a little too assertive. There we go. No, none of my relationships have been close to that. Friendships either. No friendships that, like, maybe someone was, like, too assertive or too direct. I think that's one of the key words that the Dutch like to use, direct. Pretty passive with your friends. But Blade Dragon, you're a genuinely cool person. I've gotten to know you, and you seem like you're at least able to go ahead and contribute in situations like that. So yeah, if someone was assertive with you or too aggressive, let me know, brother. I'd take them out too. I'd be like, gah. I think a lot of my friends are like that. And how do you establish yourself in a situation like that? Like who you are, you know? We're like aggressiveness or assertiveness in relationships, like with Senjo Gahara and stuff. I wouldn't like that barging in on my personal space. There's more back and forth, yeah, most definitely. But to be honest, this might sound fucking weird. Like I can be an extrovert when I need to be, right? Like I can go out, public speaking, theater, do whatever I need to do. But what I really love is to literally to just come home, smoke, drink, you know, chill out, watch some anime or YouTube, play video games. Sometimes you don't need that like assertiveness, the energy of back and forth. There's also a lot of weird, what I call energy vampires, and this is gonna sound funny, right? Where they thrive off of the social extrovertedness of people, and they just like completely drain you. My favorite anime so far, I think it's the first one that I analyzed on YouTube, ReZero, so far. Pretty good anime. I think it'll hold a special place in my heart, just because it was the first anime that I decided to go ahead and analyze. What about yours? What's your guys' favorite anime? And meanwhile, we'll go ahead and continue while this. Bro, Twitter is not a real place, so don't even get me started on Twitter. I mean, yeah, yeah, we already know this.
つまり荒木先輩は自分の目で見たものを信じられるかどうかという意味の質問なのだが。
Oh, the steeples.
僕は自分の目で見たものしか信じないよ。だから見たものは全部信じてきた。戦場ヶ原の時ももちろんな。
なんだ、そこまでバレていたのか。
バスケットボール部のお前と陸上部の戦場ヶ原とで。
So I have a real question that's included and excluded outside of this. Because I'm trying to analyze this show as it's going through, right? How do people normally react to Bake? It's gonna sound fucking weird. I know it is gonna sound fucking weird. Like, how do normal react Andes react to Bake? I'll throw that out while you guys talk in the chat. But no, what I was gonna say is like, yeah, it was very, I don't know how to put it, like, well, first off, no one just introduced it. No one comes into your life without a reason, right? This show is like, at least in my mind, pretty famous for the like Chekhov guns that are placed around the show. So like something's not introduced without a purpose unless it's going to be used later on, right? So a new character doesn't come in for no reason. There's a purpose for a new character coming into your life. There's a reason why like new things are introduced. No new thing is not introduced for no reason, you know? Confusion? No, I'm sure. Baka reactions are rare. But you see, like, even with that comment, Punyesh, the environments are primitive, but even inside of it, it's like the colors are telling a story, the way that they're focusing certain things. You can tell whether it's negotiation tactics or not, or whether even like the funny back and forth that they were doing, if it was like normal play, if it's the coyfulness of the interaction that is happening, i.e., prodding each other for what the answer or like question that they're asking, Every character, it's just a general question. If I may inquire, what is Bakemonogatari? You watch the Monogatari series, but now there's a buttload of subtext in every frame. Yeah, Amzeron, exactly. Like, like I don't know how to put it. Like every single frame, that like even the composition of the shot. If you guys ever take film theory and stuff, you can really tell where like they're emphasizing that a frame is heavy or not, i.e., not using the left side, like this side over here where my mouse is, of the frame to quite literally show the density of conversations or the gravity of the situation. Stuff like that. Like it takes a lot of like meticulous planning to get some of these shots in the right way that they're getting them. Like for me, this blows my mind, right? And this is what I'm saying. Like whenever I watch the show, it's sensory overload and it's a lot to take in, and it's really hard to discuss and it's really hard to edit at the same time with everything in between. So I was just curious because yeah. Oof. All right, bro. Have a good. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, man. Be safe. But no, I was just curious because I like if sometimes I myself I catch myself like looking at the thing and being like, what the fuck did I just see? Like I don't know how normal Andes do it. A light novel, sheesh. Same. I like to think about it like a novella, man. I've only seen two of the reactions of Monogatari, and both of them spend hours per video analyzing the video. Yeah, the episode. I don't doubt it, man. I also don't doubt it. Like, if a normal person would try and pick up like the Monogatari series, they probably wouldn't like. They'd probably do it on their own rather than on YouTube because it's dense. It's dense. What up? What, you got a super buff arm? Or it's super fucking hairy? Ill. Just like. Aight. 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 Hey yo, that gorilla grip though. Guys, I did not mean it like that. Holy shit, I just thought about what I said. I did not mean it like that. Guys, no, cut. No. What I meant by gorilla grip was quite literally being able to grab things, not anything else, because I can already tell that, like, some of y'all, yeah. That gorilla grip, though. Like, some of y'all might take this a little further than that, but yes. Oh, shit. Okay, I should not have said that. Yeah.
全然知らない。
何も知らないままに真実を言い当ててしまうなんて、荒木先輩は天に負わす何者かに選ばれているとしか思えないな。
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. So she's the one that plays basketball, right? Just correct me, chat. Thought this stream was about to get real suspicious. If we were playing Super Seducer, then yes, I would say that this stream would get a little suspicious. What happens when her arm is gone? If she's playing basketball with that arm, you know? You know? I know. I bet you do not, man. I bet you do not. In another context than what? Easy, I'm sorry. She could open so many jars with that. But yes. It's sort of what I'm wondering is like if she is like so involved in sports and whatnot, like, and she's been using that like like I guess like heavy arm, technically a gorilla arm. Oof, oof. Well, we'll see. No, I don't remember Dollar Store. That's why I'm asking. Unfair advantage. I don't know if she's playing or not, guys. You have to remember, like, it's been like a week or so since the last time we saw. I only remember some key details. It'll pop up again if it's important. John, you already know that. We'll
触っ
see.
てもいいのか？
Like,
今は
okay.
大丈夫だ。
そうか。
Fucking Blade Dragon.
あれのことをあの子とか言ってで昨日言ってた男と別れたことがないっていうのひょっとしてそういう意味だったのか？
それは違う。戦場ヶ原先輩のことは
That didn't surprise me at all. I don't know. This is gonna sound fucked up, and I should, whatever. I automatically made that weird assumption. I don't know. I guess it was just because of the whole like weird like her Sandra Gahara thing. Like my mind was instantly like, oh yeah, she's probably like into her or some shit, Like, no man, I don't know. Like my mind automatically was like connecting these dots. I don't even know if it's true or not, but like instantly, that's what my mom was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, no, like that's why I was like, okay, like that's the big surprise. It's more of a surprise in Japan. Probably, you know what? You're probably right. Like probably like if you're like gay, lesbian, part of the LGBTQ community. In some countries, yeah, it can be a lot bigger surprise, or like come out of a state of shock or whatever instead of just like cool, you know. Um, but with all of that being said, so the best way I can put this is simple. I wonder if she's ever kept a journal about the times that she loses control. This might sound fucking weird. This might sound stupid, but if you guys are ever in a situation like that, where, for example, you're trying to break a habit, or you're trying to break something, or do something new, uh, try and keep a journal about your actions. When do you feel, for example, when do you crave something, or when are you like triggered? When do you like to argue? When do you like certain things like that? If you keep a journal regarding, oh, masters, yeah, if you keep a journal regarding like situations and stuff that's important to you and how like that's how you're able to identify when shit is happening. So, for example, if for some reason I was possessed, ooh, and like I turned into, I guess, evil Ed for some fucking reason or some shit like that, right? The first thing I would do is like and like I was aware that I was going into a weird trance like that, is I would keep tabs of, for example, I went to sleep at this time, right? And then like the next thing I remember, I was awake at this time, so you already know that like it's happening in certain increments, right? Edgun, the evil twin, yeah, and like you keep it repeatedly for like a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden you start to find patterns, like what was happening. Like, you know what? I fell asleep. I was sleeping great. I felt great. I took a pill to go to bed, go to bed or whatever. You know how fucking crazy that would be? Like if in a chess match, right? In a strategical match of like force against force, evil Ed versus me, that would be really interesting. Evil Ed makes the worst predictions. uh, oof. Okay, can I tell you? I'm gonna tell you guys about an Evil Ed story real quick. Evil Ed is petty. Hi, Moist Master. Oh, what a name! What a name, Moist Master. I remember you. How you doing, Moist Master? The word moist is one of those words that like just hits the right like decibel for me, and I'm just like, ooh, no, 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 no. Scorpion, you continue. uh, no, 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 no. Realistically, hi Islam, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Az Islam, I trusted you guys, and you guys were in here putting in that word. That's a no-no word. That will be a word that I will ban from Discord if you guys start like spamming it. No, I'm kidding, guys. Feel free to use it. Do whatever you do whatever you guys want. It's fine. No, you're good. Evil Ed is the emoji reactor. No, 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 no. For example, when I really want to be a bitch and I really want to destroy people and like in a very very bad way, very mm, in a very bad way. For example, was meeting an individual, was going on a date with an individual. This is like an Evil Ed story. Yeah. was going on a date with an individual. The individual was absolutely horrible to the waiters. You know, like yelling at them, screaming at them. Made like didn't even actually invest anything in terms of like actually trying to have a communication, conversation. You know, when we're going through even in a big setting, uh, dollar store. Oof, you guys. And at the end of the day, like what they ended up doing is like they ended up like not even eating their food but throwing it away and throwing it at the waiter and shit. So, like, we were walking on our way out because, like, I was like, yo, you need to fucking stop. Like, that ain't cool. What are you, like, 4 years old? I have never used my powers for bad, but one that day I had to. Uh, and it came out. I was like, I don't know how to put it. I can tell why you're reacting this way because it seems as though your dad left you at an early age and you have no control over what is good and bad when it comes to reacting to certain scenarios that you're uncomfortable with. I think that this is probably why your mother and your sister started distancing themselves from you, and any relationship that you've had has ended in complete failure because of the fact that you don't know where your boundaries are and how you actually are able to establish that. Where do you go from here, and what are your future goals if you don't even know how to control your own actions and be able to plan for the future and even plan for yourself for the next day, especially when you're treating people like absolute garbage instead of trying to empathize with them for the fact that they've had a really, really bad, day so far? Why don't we go ahead and continue off of that? Like, you must have had no friends as a child, and I just fucking kept going. I kept going, dude. I never felt like I could like automatically destroy someone until I knew that I could. Yeah, until I knew that I could. And that's the point where I swore that like, yeah, bruh, you should have seen their face. The waiters were like, "Thank you," like just super kind to me. They're like, she was horrible," and I was like, "Yeah, guys, I'm sorry," but um, yeah. Essentially, when it comes to that, or when it comes to like strategy games or whatnot, I can really unleash a lot of pain. I don't remember that super seducer option. Evil Ed. Psychoanalysis is the way to many abilities. No, but like, it's not a super seducer option. This is like a super defense option. Instead of like whip out your cock like in super seducer, it's quite literally like whip out your psychological arsenal and like destroy them. you know. I did not wake up and chose violence. I am a very empathetic individual. I can be a very empathetic individual, to empathize with people and be there for them and all of that. But the moment that you cross my boundary lines and you start crossing other people's boundary lines, I will make sure that you fucking know. If you cross that shit again, I will fucking destroy you. That's probably the best way that I can do it. Super reducer dollar started. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed Evil Ed stories. I have a couple more, but I'll share those later on or whenever you guys ask. Anyway,
私の一方的な片思いだったんだ。私にとても
okay, this is some like weird. All right, guys, I'm sorry, but I gotta be fucking real with y'all. Some of y'all have some weird fucking savior complexes. I'm not sure if it's any of you guys in chat. I'm just talking about those on YouTube that we'll probably watch later. Uh, there's so many I need to prepare myself. Yeah, bro, just take it easy, especially with Bucket. But some of y'all fucking have some weird superhero savior complex issues where you think like if you're able to be there and simp for your queen, they'll go ahead and like, turn around and love you forever or whatever. Or like if you place your partners on these fucking giant pedestals, nothing can ever go wrong, right? And it's like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that. If you put anyone on a pedestal, they're never gonna meet your expectations. You're humans. They have flaws. They'll fuck up from time to time. You fuck up from time to time. Yes. Yes, Punyesh. Absolutely. You know, my parents off the godly pedestal. Yeah. Man, it takes a lot. Especially with parents, it takes a lot. Like, often we take parents for granted in a weird way, shape, or form because they're our parents, and we don't start recognizing their flaws or in like human nature and humanity in general until a much older portion. Thanks for following Rise of Power. Very, very, very appreciated. But yes, one-sided attachment is very, very rough, especially if you put them in a pedestal work. Oh, they're the greatest. You know, for example, if I was like, oh, Islam is the absolute greatest. You guys just don't know them like in the way that I know. Like they do pretty much everything, you know, like they can teleport instantly and go Super Saiyan 4 in 1 second and they're human, you know? You know, they're not gonna go ahead and like do that much. Or if I'm like, oh yeah, Scorpion the Imperialist knows exactly how to spell out every single word in the dictionary because they're super geniuses. Their IQ is like 240. They can do everything you can ever think of. No, they probably can't, dude. I can't. I for sure can't. I'm a flawed individual. Why am I getting called out? We're all getting called out. It's Scorpion. Why? Wait, do you guys know Mahmoud? Phenomenal guy. Phenomenal guy. But most importantly, you know, one-sided expectations really suck. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I am perfect. Okay, Moist Master. What are you perfect in? You know, perfect looks, perfect everything. Mahmoud. uh, not to that girl though. He wasn't a god to that girl. Remember? Oh, Blade Dragon. Oof, oof. But I think the number one thing, you know, when we're talking about all of this is how much impact can individuals have in our life if it gives them the power for them to have that impact, you know? Super duper important. Um, and anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and continue.
それはどうして私じゃダメなのかと思った。男だったらいいのかと思った。私が女だからダメなのかと思った。
Jealousy and like, you know, especially emotions like unrequited love, such a fucking hard thing to deal with, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys have ever studied this or know about like. Thanks so much for gift, Emseron. Oh, Emseron, what the fuck? Every single time, Emseron, you take me by surprise. You guys are amazing. Oh God, thank you so much, man. Thanks so much for the gifted subs. Wow, yeah, no, Emseron comes in here, drops five five big ones. Chad move, everyone, drop the Giga Chad. Drop the Giga Chad for Emseron there. Holy crap, dude! Wow, wow. What? What? But no, oh shit, I'm sorry. I'll give you a shout out later on. Let me just finish my thoughts real quick. Yeah, Giga Chad emoji here for Emseron, dude. Holy crap. What I was gonna specifically mention is I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the psychologist that goes over unrequited love. I think his name was it was Wendy's, yeah. So Wendy's goes over specifically like attachment and he goes over like unrequited love. Mahmoud Emziran, I know, Super Giga Chad Emziran. Thanks so much, man. We really, really appreciate it. But how many of you guys have heard of Wendy's? I know that, like, you know, you tend to have people like Bowlby and Freud and Jung and all of these other famous individuals. When this nuts hit your face, man, I'm fucking. I love you guys. No, 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 no. But there is actually a huge thing on unrequited love. Bowlby and Ainsworth specifically. AZ. You gotta admit that was a good one. I that was a. I think Sunday knew what I was going for. But no, 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 no. Legitimately, Ainsworth and Bowlby specifically go over a lot of like weird attachment issues, and specifically when it comes to unrequited love or things like that. Aside from cultural, because there could be a huge cultural. You were about to Google it. um, Aside from cultural, you know, when there is no control or no form of immediate, like, I don't know how to put it, like insta correction, you know, I'm so glad, Moist Master. Just know that like we try and fuck around from time to time. When there's no immediate correction for like, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't the best idea, or maybe you guys should control yourselves or do certain things. Like unrequited love, like can start from childhood, and the parents aren't able to call it out. Be there for the child. Be empathetic about it. It can grow into some very, very toxic shit. Can't believe Ed did this. I'm shaking and crying right now. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You guys just Emseron, actually. Thank you so much, man. You Giga Chad. You set this opportunity up for Ed to be perfect to drop a win this joke. So big round of applause. Honestly, thank you so much. You're helping the channel grow and you know have more opportunity here. So I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, with that being said,
友達や後輩はいらないけれど先輩に優しくしてもらいたかったのだ英語でも何でも戦場ヶ原先輩のそばにいたい
yo, what is up, Rosie? Oh, okay. Yo, 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 yo. Give me 1 second, Rosie. Rosie, you on? This makes more sense now. I am glad. Hi, how you doing, Rosie? All right. Rosie, are you on Discord, by the way? It has been years. I'm glad that this makes a lot more sense. It's been a phenomenal time. For those of you guys that don't know, Rosie Chen and I have actually known each other. She is a streamer that like we were showing at the beginning of the stream. Growing her channel and whatnot. We've known each other for what, since like a long, long, long fucking time ago. I'm actually surprised you even came in. I thought you were gonna like tag me on Discord. But anyway, feel free to follow her. Amazing streamer, amazing individual. Since middle school, yeah, exactly, Rosie. That's what I was gonna point out. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. She knew me before. Did my big trip to the Netherlands and spent all my 4 years, 5 years, 6 years over there. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing. She's actually doing pretty good herself. She does a lot of good Destiny streams and phenomenal artwork. So feel free to check her out. But real quick, Rosie, are you on Discord at the moment? Do you mind jumping into like a quick like Discord call with me on stream just to say hi? Oh, honestly, you're doing phenomenal, yo. Okay, sure, awesome. All right, guys, we're quickly gonna stop, pause, back it at 14:06. We'll come back to it as we analyze everything. Yeah, it's just so you guys can have a good opportunity to meet. Don't worry, we'll come back. We still have a lot more to go. It's not like I'm gonna go ahead and here. Eldris, can you go? Oh, there she is. That's fucking wild, dude. All right, give me a second. Oh, I'm glad. I am sincerely glad. How many animes are we doing? We might do two. We might do Bakemonogatari and Attack on Titan. Uh, Rosie, I always say that these are going to be short streams, but they end up being pretty fucking long. But like, whenever you can or whatever's up for you. uh, yeah, yeah, feel free. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue while Rosie takes care of some stuff, and once she gets back, we'll go ahead and just quickly jump into like a conversation with her where you guys actually get to, partake, ask some questions and stuff. Islam, you guys already know my fucking lies. You guys know my lies so much already. I can't even fucking believe it, right? All right, I'll just have a good night. AZ and Blade Dragon, you guys, and Nanosag, and the rest of you guys are in charge. Why don't we go ahead and just jump into it, yeah? Super duper short stream, right? Anyway, fuck, guys. Y'all fuck me up every single time.
戦場ヶ原先輩のそばにいたい
Amsiron, trust me, it's 12 for me, and I'm like,
でその人は推しのメメという名前なのかメメ
why do I keep forgetting that, like, his name? Did they say this before? Let's go, Scorpy. Let's go. Why do I keep thinking that his name, like, it's Meme Oshino? It's, you, and then you pull God is dead. Wait, Islam, don't be specific, but just be like, yo, what languages do you speak? Best way for me to put it. What languages do you speak? Spreek je Nederlands? Spreek je Deutsch? Well, you know, where you from, man? But anyway, is this me? It technically, is it meme or is it mean, guys? Oh, you're German. Hey, hats off, man. Fuck yeah. Let's go, dude. All right, Punyesh, have a good day. Meme. Meme. Y'all are fucking wild. I hope you guys know. It's meme. Me. Fuck, guys, it's the memes. The memes.
目はカタカナでいいのか。
ああ。とはいえ、名前ほど可愛らしいやつじゃないぞ。本当に早くしないと、そろそろ日が暮れてしまいそうだな。夜になったらやばいんだろう、その左手。
うん。逆に言えば、日のあるうちは問題がないということだ。少なくともあと数時間くらいは確実に大丈夫。
Okay. Well, I got a good question. Good question. I got to answer this. What is the difference between putting someone on a pedestal and just looking up to someone? Putting someone up on a pedestal quite literally means that you see no flaws in them, right? So, you know, it's the type of like simping individuals that are like, oh my god, my queen, you know, like you're like it's like the Pokemon like tier 3 subs. Nothing against Pokemon whatsoever. Stating this right here, right now, you know. But it's a stereotypical meme, you know, like for Amelia stands, you know. Like people that are so into Amelia, they can't necessarily see all of her flaws. Or you know, certain individuals that you know that they're flawed. Like as a human being, you have flaws. You are not perfect, no matter who you might be, right? Admiring someone is like, hey, you know what? I really like their work ethic. I want to get to that level while not necessarily ascending them to a point of like godhood or some shit, you know? Subaru in season 1 versus Subaru in season 2. Penguin, you missed it. Oh my god, fucking Penguin. We were talking about you, brother. Penguin, you fucking missed it. At the very beginning of the stream, we did the wheel thing and we thought you were going to come in. So we were all just prepping because we knew the moment you come in, luck is going to be on your fucking side, mate. Damn. Hi, Penguin. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for like timing in. Who's Ram? Who's Ram? Who are you talking about? Also, hi, Dark Dog. I didn't say that earlier, but yeah. Anyway.
大丈夫だな。荒木先輩、一つ聞きたいことがあるんだが。
Yeah, you did. Just a
荒
bit.
木先輩は戦場ヶ原先輩のどういうところに惹かれたのだろうか。2年以上口も聞いたことのないただのクラスメートだったというのに。
どうしてそんなこと聞くんだよ。
うん、つまりだな。もしも荒木先輩が戦場ヶ原先輩の体が目当てなら、私が変われると思うのだ。私はそこそこ可愛いと思うのだ。
Wait.
髪の毛を伸ばせばもう少し女の子らしくなると思うし。
I mean, I'm sure you'd look phenomenal either way. Looks aside. Wait a minute.
ベストのあたりなんか程よくくびれて引き締まったいい体をしている。
Masters, don't even. Okay, first off, I'll get to Bucket. Give me 1 second. Don't even get me straight on season 3 because you probably have some people being like, oh, he's totally gonna go ahead and like read ahead or some fucking shit. Guys, I don't have time to pick up a book. Like, no offense. I graduated. I do my, like, I have my DSM-5 and my, like, psychology books, but I don't have time to pick up a light novel or some shit. But yes, I am so excited to go ahead and see season 3. I am really excited for the 5-head moments, you know? And yeah, like, I think ReZero has me fucking lit, man. I am excited. Everyone, if you want to scare AZ, just say Yawa. Type it in the chat. You'll scare AZ, the poor admin here. But no, specifically, yeah, well, yeah, they're fucking cool. Yeah. And Nanosag apparently, yada yada. I apologize in advance to my Filipino brothers. Oh, I love you guys so much. I'm scared, Nanosag. Don't be scared. Evil Ed is here. He'll protect you, right? Yada yada. But anyway, when it comes to this, it's actually interesting. if you guys know about the stages of grief, specifically in relationships, what you might often know is like after a big breakup or after a big scenario like that, you can quite literally get situations where, like, I don't know how to put it. It's like a no holds bars, you know, like you say that you got with a really hot chick, a 10, right? Or a really hot dude. Who cares, dude? Um, and someone comes in and they're like, hey, you know what? Why don't we, like, you know, I like this girl, you like that girl. Why don't we both get together, right? And that way, or objectively, we can't be happy because the goal's always out of reach. And therefore, we always have to keep ascertaining towards that goal. It's a weird, fucked up mentality. And I've seen it happen in couples therapy where couples have actually gotten together because of the weird triangle dynamics off of that, you know? Only trust evil Ed. Yeah. And like, how much do you guys know about stigmas, like in general? How good is your stigma work, guys? Like when it comes to relationship dynamics and when it comes to couples specifically. Like, in case you guys are wondering, yes, this is a psychology thing. No, guys. I did it once. You did it once. I did it once in the day. One fucking dirty joke and the whole chat fucking loses it, right? I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm talking about stigmas, guys. Just general stigma or schema, you know. Damn, you guys, we can't trust you. Guys, I get you with one joke and y'all fucking lose your shit like stigma male. Okay, what do you need for social proof? What do you guys need for social proof? Do you guys need me to go ahead and be like, yo, you know, yo, what are we doing? Schemas are cool. Schemas, yeah, the way that we operate and the way that we actually frame our point of views are so important, which is why I'm interested about this character specifically. It's just like, you know, how is she framing her point of view in order to try and maintain this weird thing? Hey, Emsaron, real question for you. Like, did you take any other classes, like psych classes from that? Or was it like, you know, did you just stick to like the basic things in order to get your bachelor's? Because I know like for example, in some places they do go over schemas and like memory capacities, short term and long term memories, Freud, a little bit of Jung, and stuff like that. So stigmas do tend to be a societal construct at times, right? Stigmas can also be inherent taboos that one can create, asphyxiated with your own schema, right? So a lot of times when you go to like a good therapist will either be like, you know, let me show you, like aside from a CBT therapist, a cognitive behavioral therapist, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on the field at all, any way, shape, or form, but I am just not into like, in a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel today? Oh, you're a 7. What would it take to go from a 7 to an 8? Like, that's not a cool therapist, you know, that kind of fucking sucks, if to be honest. Um, Fant, good night, stay safe, man. But no, like, all right, guys, Rosie Chan's gonna be joining us real quick. Let me go ahead and see how this is gonna work. If this is gonna work. Hey, by the way, great questions, guys. I did not know that the tree thing would work. Y'all fucking crack me up some days. Let me give you the total number count real quick as we're going forward. We are 8 followers away, guys. We're 8. We're quite literally 8 followers away from having 400 followers on our chat. Let's go, guys. Let's go. The great Mahmoud. But anyway, all right, let's go back into React. All right, you guys ready? I'm ready. I know I'm ready. So, before we continue, real quick, let me check, make sure that nothing's using up too much power in here. Looks like it. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're good. Hey, thank you. Definitely not Mr. Beast. Thanks for following. I really appreciate it, genuinely. It just means the world to me when new people follow, and we're getting close to 400. So 400 followers just in general for the channel, not really viewers, because you know, it is what it is. But if you like psychoanalysis, anime, video games, and all of that, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a lot, man. So thank you so much. Where are we now? We are in Bakemonogatari. I believe we're in I am real Mr. Beast. Well, if you are the real Mr. Beast, regardless, thank you, man. Like from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate every single person that comes in here. Like I am real Mr. Beast. All right, dude. 1001%. Like if that is who you want to be, then that is who you are, and I'll believe you, dude. Like no one else is gonna empathize with you. Know that like I'm here for you, whatever you say. Uh, but with all of that being said, no, don't need to donate, dude. There's like, no, dude, guys. Considering how tough it is for a lot of people nowadays, like, as much as I'd appreciate it, and as like good as that is for a lot of people, you know, it's really important that like we take a look at like the financial situations that a lot of people are in at the moment, and like know that I don't know how to put it, like, um it's important to take care of yourself financially first and make sure that you're okay before being able to donate. And at the same time, like others around, No, guys, you guys immediately jump into something like that. But no, I really just appreciate the follow, man. 1001%. It means a lot. So thank you so much. It means the world to me to have more people being able to spread stuff like that. Ooh, Emsiron coming in with that comment. Oh, shit. You guys are rough. You guys are like hardcore going after that. Damn. But anyway, charity Elden Ring stream. I've been really wanting to get into Elden Ring. I'm not gonna like lie to you. Like, uh, as much as they're like, we talk about psychology, mental health, and all of that stuff. It is the one game where like Dark Souls in general, where I'm just a fucking little kid about. Dark Souls and Minecraft. I'm just a little kid about, and I'm gonna try and build, or I'm gonna try and like play the most out of, because I'm just a little fucking kid when it comes to situations like that. So yeah, as in like you literally just want to throw away your money. Damn, Imziron. I no need to like call out Mr. Beast, dude. Come on, it's fine. Anyway, are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. You guys ready to continue? I think I'm gonna be straight up with you. Bakemonogatari is so far as establishing a lot of good points, especially when it comes to power dynamics, right? And this is how like my mind is actively like working on solutions and like actively trying to figure stuff out, even in conversation. Um, there's a lot of awesome like power dynamics that are at play in this show. Like what I mentioned earlier was with attachment, specifically when it comes to like Bowlby and Ainsworth. Like, what does it mean for these two individuals to try and like have this conversation about who they like and what is appropriate and not appropriate inside of the boundaries that they're creating, But without further ado, let's just go ahead and try and jump into it. Oh, if it's gonna work. Y'all know that it's a little rough sometimes. I think that's it.
私の覚悟は本物だぞ。荒木先輩が求めるのならいつでもどこでも荒木先輩の攻めを受け切るつもりはある。
攻め受けなんで僕がそんなもんを求めなくちゃならない。
Alright, correct me if I'm wrong. This is gonna sound fucking silly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've taken, as a psychologist, I've taken sexology, and those words have come up before in the past. Isn't that one of them's like dominant and the other one's submissive behavior? Is that right? Like, or is it like quite literally meaning like top or bottom? Yeah. Okay. It is dom and sub. Okay. Good. My brother loves Elden Ring, but I'm not so good at it. Bro, I wish I was. Alright.
ああ、そうか。荒木先輩は BL の素養がないのか。意外だな。
後輩の女子と BL の話とかしたくねえよ。
BL とはボーイズラブの略だぞ。
知っている。そこで勘違いをしていない。
Damn, dude.
気づいてはいたさ。カンバルの部屋を片付けた時に。
勘違いはしていないのか。ならば荒木先輩は今一体全体何に起こっているのだろう。ひょっとして荒木先輩は受けなのか。
うるさい。この話はもう終わりだ。
Damn, she's really pushing it. When it comes to this,
後輩の女子とお下劣な会話を楽しめないようでは、社会に出てからやっていけないと思うぞ。
それこそ後輩の女子に諭されたくないよ。
Emsiron, exactly. That's why I'm like,
そのような薄っぺらい女性幻想に基づいて
Damn.
低粛であることを求められても挨拶に困るぞ。仕方あるまい。女の子だってエッチな話に興味があるのだ。
I mean, that's true. Actually, that's a good discussion point. How many of you guys actually think that like when it comes like this is just through a psychological lens, for you guys personally, how many of you guys think that like individuals, you know, females, people of the opposite sex or other sexes in general, are into pornography more than yourselves or more than males or more than whatever specific gender you want to throw out? Do you like, and this is just to break a stereotype, because there seems to be a lot of weird stigma around what it means for individuals to be okay with sex or the concepts of sexology or pornography or so on and so forth, you know? So, a real interesting question to throw out to you guys. Are you guys okay with concepts like that? And what does it mean if there are other people who are more into that concept than you? So, for example, if you were to get into a relationship and you find out that your partner or whatever is into a certain thing that you're not, how do you bridge that like meeting ground? What does that mean for you as an individual to bridge that, you know? Also, Emzeron brought up an excellent point. She's a lesbian into BL. That's very interesting. I mean, everyone has different tastes, man. Best way for me to put it. Also, chat is a little delayed at the moment for some reason. Give me 1 second, guys. What is going on here? Why is my chat like freaking out a little bit? There we go. Think so. Think so. There we go. She might actually be. Yeah, she might. That's totally cool. Okay. No. But I'm not talking about specifically when it comes to like sexuality and stuff like that. What I'm talking about is like, you know, for example, are you guys okay with your partners having? I know, and that's exactly it, Punish. Earlier in the show, she went ahead and admitted that she was homosexual, right? That she was into women rather than men, right? Which is totally fine, not 1,001%. What I'm talking about is like specifically when it comes to your partner, right? When it comes to being able to distinguish or have conversations like this, like, are you aggressive? Are you not? Are you okay with toys? Are you okay with certain things? How do you guys approach that conversation? Or is that conversation too much for you personally? And that's a really, really big line, you know? Like, are you okay with being comfortable talking about these things? Or is it too much for you? For example, if your significant other was like, hey, you know what? What if we tried toys in bed? Would that be like a boundary line being crossed and you being like, you know what? This might be way too much, you know? Okay, what about using it, AC? What if you were like talking with, or like, you know, what if you're in bed with them and they take out something and you're like, holy shit. Exactly. Emzeron is coming in strong here. Emzeron is oof. Like even if you haven't had a relationship yet, like you know, actually being comfortable discussing the sexual compatibilities is is important. Like you have to know what your boundaries and are like, right? What that means for you. What does it mean for you to be okay with certain scenarios? What does it mean for you to be, you know, so on and so forth? You'd be kind of uncomfortable, and that's okay. You know what? Not everyone's going to be comfortable with bringing in new stuff, right? But are you able to have that conversation? You know, even if you're uncomfortable, because in this uncomfortable area is where we start to grow and learn and figure out more about ourselves and about our partners and about life, right? Like, granted, sometimes we grow from nothingness, which is true. Sometimes in the staleness that is life, that is the repetitive nature of getting up, going to the restroom, washing our teeth, taking a shower, going to the restroom, all of that stuff, we quite literally internalize it and process a lot of the emotions, the trauma, whatever's happened throughout the day. But it's also the uncomfortable moments, the moments where sometimes we're thinking, hey, you know what? This might be too much. Or like, I really don't like my next out in the woods here. That's where we learn the mistakes, the moments that we're like, is this really what I have to do? You know? You'll like it eventually. Emzeron. Damn. I would like to but yeah, I would want my partner to be comfortable and bringing stuff like that up. Perfect. But I'd rather be uncomfortable and know my partner than be comfortable but not know my partner. Ooh, Master coming in with the fucking hard knowledge. Yes. Because you have to remember, sometimes our partners, you know, they're a completely other individual, right? Just because they're your partner, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna like answer everything to you, which is super duper important to know and like point out and understand. Like, just because you love someone, just because you talked with someone, does not mean that they owe you all the answers to their life unless you ask them. Right, at least you know something about yourself. Well, perfect. Great answers,
さあ
guys.
それでは荒木先輩はブリーフ派かトランクス派かという話を続けようではないか。
そんな話はしていなかったぞ。
あれ、私がスパッツの下にパンツを履いているかどうかという話だったか。
What? What?
履いてないんですか？
What?
カンバルさん。じゃあそのスカートからはみ出しているスパッツの
What?
下は
たとえそうだったとしても驚くほどのことではないだろう。
What?
スパッツというのはもともと肌着の一種だからな。
だ
Bruh.
ったらなおさらより一層だ。常にパンツ
Bro,
を履かしながら
bruh.
生活しているよ
There
う
you
なもんじゃ
go.
ねえか。それ
What?
そう言われればその通りなのだが、まあそのあたりは差し詰め、スポーツ少女からの小粋な贈り物といったところだな。
違う。露出狂の変態行為だ。
ああ、そうだ、思い出した。そんな話もしていなかったぞ。私が戦場ヶ原先輩の代わりになれるかどうかと。
Why is she trying to replace this individual? Oh no.
事の真相をはっきりさせないままに話を戻そうとするな。本当は履いているのか、それとも本当に履いていないのか、ちゃんと明言するんだ。
そういう
Hey, Rosie Chan, you're still here. Thanks for following. Man, you're fucking wild, yo. Like, I swear. By the way, I really appreciate you being here on live and saying hi to the chat tonight. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to them to actually be able to have another conversation with another brand new face. So thank you so much. Know that we love you. Like, practice some self-care, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday. You're fucking amazing. Stay humble. Have a great date on Friday, and yeah, we'll catch up. No, you're good, fam. You're good. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Bye bye.
後輩がスポーツ少女か露出狂かの分水嶺だ。
そうだな。ではこう考えたらどうだろう。スポーツ少女でもあり、また露出狂でもある。スポーツ少女だと思うものにはスポーツ少女であり、露出狂だと思うものには露出狂なのだ。
What the?
言葉で遊ぶな。〇〇でもあり、バツバツでもある。〇〇だと思うものには
This is like
バツバツだと思うものには
the weirdness of this is interesting.
中学生までだ。お前は僕の妹か。でもな、カンバル。真面目な話、どんなに頑張ったところで、お前じゃ戦場ヶ原の代わりにはなれないよ。お前は戦場ヶ原じゃないしな。
True, you can never truly be somebody
代
else.
わりになんてなれるわけがないし。
Okay, have you guys ever experienced that? And I hate to be stopping at every minute or so. I know, Araragi is such a fucking Chad Sundai. 110%, right? But no, like, have you guys ever experienced that, like, altogether when someone's actually trying so hard to impersonate someone else or be someone else? Like, picking up their attitudes, their way of being, you know, even like the little mannerisms and shit. I've encountered that a lot, whether in high school, college, or whatever. There's always been a situation where people try to mimic those individuals that they care about. And it's wild to fucking see, right? Because, like, you're like, you'll never truly ever be them. So why are you trying to, like, pass yourself off as these individuals? I've had someone try to, damn, Punyesh, that could be fucking weird. Straight up, I've had someone try to mimic me as well, and it's like, the conversation that I had with them was unique. It was a very strong conversation. Like, not like me yelling at them or anything like that. It was me sort of talking to that individual, being like, hey, you know, in this world, there's going to be a lot of similarities between people. That's no one's ever going to deny. But, you know, you can never truly ever be me, and I can never truly ever be you. Like, our life experiences, what we know, how we grew up, our families, pretty much everything down to the line are very different, you know? And you can never truly be someone else that is not you. And it's super important. I guess I'm guessing I've seen it, but I haven't noticed. Well, that's good, Emsiron, because that means that, like, it wasn't prevalent, you know? Like, I've noticed it a lot with, like, mimicking. So one of the big things that we tend to talk about a lot is, like, you know, if you're trying to open up with someone, you're trying to have a conversation, you know, it's in person, right? Through face or through Discord or whatever. Very different. But in person, like mimicking a person's like nonverbal behavior, their nonverbal cues and stuff like that, you can open up a big like bag of like connection, a rapport. There we go, rapport. That's the word I'm looking for. Because people for some reason, they're like, oh, he walks the same as me, he looks the same as me, you know, he talks the same as me, he's following my rhythmic pattern, I must have known him, which is kind of bullshit. And I think we all know that. Like having that ideology of like, just because you're mimicking my behavior, even subconsciously, or like my tone or my rhythm or some weird shit like that, does not mean I know you at all. It might even make you less trustworthy because of nature. But some people, he's your lost twin, but some people genuinely believe that. And some people really take that in. Remind me at the end, and I'll tell you another Evil Edge story, and then you guys might be mind blown a little bit. Yes, that's called building rapport, right? But there's a difference between building rapport and then falling for the rapport. If you build rapport with someone, it's cool. And if you're like, hey, you know what? You're fucking awesome. You're amazing. Whatever, right? Cool. But if you're trying to use it for a negative purpose and you're trying to be manipulative and toxic, that's fucked up, dude. That's a big difference. That's if you guys want to know an Evil Ed story. I'll tell you guys at the end.
そうだな。荒木先輩の言う通りだ。
荒木、あれれれ。
じゃ、無駄口叩いてないで、もう行こうぜ。
Fucking. Bro. How can you just leave her there in the stairs, my boy? My boy. He just left her there and kept walking. I know, I'm sure that there's some history. I'm 110% sure there's some weird history there. Right? Because you just don't ever take action without there being a purpose behind it. Pero, like a big but, there's also a weird sense of affirmation between them. Just off of that small little interaction. Oh, I'd love a backstory. I'd love a backstory. Pero, yeah. Pero. Answer on.
遅いよ、荒木くん。待ちくたびれて、もう少しで寝ちまうところだった。なんだよ、荒木くん。今日はまた違う女の子を連れているんだね。
Actually, this is very true. Arara-kun keeps bringing in girls to Meme-kun. Pero means but in Spanish. Not perro. Perro is dog. Pero, just P-E-R-O, is but in Spanish. Not like but. That's another word. Not like, you know, not like our 100 squat a day challenge. That's very different. But anyway.
君は会うたんびに違う女の子を連れているな。全く合同系の至りだよ。
うるせえ。同じセリフを何度も言うな。
Oh, there we go, AZ. There we go.
階段で見かけたぜ。なんであいつあんなところにいるんだ？
ああ。おやつのミスタードーナツを僕が1個多く食べたら、しのぶちゃん。
Aww, Shinobu.
ずっとあんな調子なんだよ。
Since yesterday, holy shit, dude.
星野、1個下の後輩でカンバルするがだ。カンバル。
What the fuck? What is this show? Every single time I'm thinking that I am understanding something, they just fucking throw a left curveball, like a fucking random ass curveball. It's like, turns out, ladies and gentlemen, it was not a fucking, how do you call it? It was not a fucking monkey, Paul. It was not a monkey grip. It was a devil's grip. By golly, that devil grip will bring you back like Megan Thee Stallion. You know, like some fucking stupid ass shit like that. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, my mind is like, so what? Are you gonna need like an exorcism or some shit? A hairy devil. Actually, true. Aren't they like jinns, right? Not genies, but jinns, right? Like some sort of a individual or magic being that's able to grant your wishes in exchange for something. It's never just like, yeah, it's never just for the like granting wish aspect. But nonetheless, really huge implications. What is it going to be like? Literally cutting the devil out of you, like cutting the ties that imbued this individual or this being to you? Like, how do you get rid of this shit, you know? No, like I'm completely blown away. Like, do you literally like, for example, a lot of the times I would say Arakun has to go ahead and be the one that solves it, but I have a weird fucking feeling that it's actually Senjo Gahara that has to step in and fucking solve this. What? What happens if you're a paradox of genie? Amzeron, you're asking the real questions. What happens if you wish that a genie did not grant you the 3 wishes? Would you still have 2 more wishes? Or would you have 3? And if which case, right, would you even, yeah, would the genie even make contact with you, or would that wish become invalid? That's such a weird. Do not grant my next wish. Granted, my previous. Grant my previous wish. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Actually, I wonder what the extent of that paradox is. You know, if the jinn can create anything, could they create a rock so heavy that they couldn't lift? And if so, then the jinn is not all powerful in their wishes, right? It's very interesting. It's a very, very interesting concept to go ahead and bring up and see what the paradoxical consequences of that are. That also would expand on whether or not, right? Whether or not, like, you're living in which a time in which space is either expanding, or if time is expanding and space is staying still. In which case, you have to take into consideration, is a genie at work, specifically with this, going through the virtues of time to give you what you wish for, or is it going through the virtues of space to determine what that is for you? Enzeron, that would actually make a really fucking interesting story. But no, like overall, I'm just sort of impressed because like I feel like Senju Kahara is literally gonna have to come in and either cut ties with her or form something with her. Like, for example, the communication aspects, right? How would Senju Kahara know if you want to be a friend if you can? We already know that she's fucking like a wall the majority of the times. Like, you have to tell her straight up. You know, Masters, I'd probably get banned, instantly banned, because apparently my content is copyright strike worthy, even though we make an analysis that lasts 3 hours now. So yeah, my point being, like, not necessarily savor, but step in and put your boundaries. I'm not sure if that makes sense. Like, you know what? I can't be your lover because I don't see you that way, but I can definitely be your friend. That's a clear ass boundary. You know, like, I don't know how else to put it. It's just like the power dynamics have already been set. Like Arakun is already in the negative sense, and Senju Gahara is definitely the only individual that I essentially see being able to step in. You know, and also if you take that into consideration, I wonder how long. And this might sound fucking weird, but this is my brain. This is how you know that I've like been drinking a little bit. How long is Oshino gonna last here? No spoilers, please, in chat, but like, how long is he genuinely gonna last here? And does that mean that he's gonna leave? By that, I truly mean like he's not gonna stay here forever. No one ever stays forever in one spot. And what does this mean for Ara? You know, is this a situation where it's an evolving moment where it's like, hey, you can't be relying on me for everything, and you can't jump in and try to solve everyone's issues? Or is this a teaching moment where it's like, hey, learn from what's going on and apply that? Like, apply that to whatever you need. And it's really, really important to take that away, because at some point people in your life will leave. It's a sad reality of life. But like, how often, like, at what point is it too much to rely on meme kun? At what point? At what point is it going to be like, hey, you know what, I've done the best I can, I'm out? There's other bigger fish to fry. And you keep bringing me people that, like, I told you, like, not to, or some weird shit like that, you know? So it's huge, and it's a lot of big important aspects like that. And this is a weird power dynamic. This is how you know, like, I'm drunk and I'm just like telling you guys the honest truth. Like, you have such a, because like if I was in Oshino's shoes, honestly, I'd kind of be getting tired. Like, what is it? We had Senju Gahara, we had the snail, right? Whatever the fuck happened with the class president looking thing, because it seems like some fucking shit happened there. I don't know about, but it looks like something happened there. This one. That's 4 that can immediately come to mind. And maybe Ara Arakun if he was involved in any of that shit. That's 5. Bro, imagine if someone keeps coming and it's like, solve my issues, solve my shit, 5 times. Like, big stuff. Would you not get tired? Would you not be like, hey, yo, maybe you need to work on yourself a little bit? You can't be a hero to everyone. Maybe something like that, you know? Sorry, my brain's going fucking wild on that aspect. That's also going on the wild aspect that, like, if someone's coming up with the, even if he enjoys his work, you can enjoy, for example, I enjoy being a therapist, but I know that I can't solve everyone's issues, you know? Like, I know that I can't be there for everyone at every given time. Like, if someone's genuinely struggling, right, like, I can be there for you that time. But if a person's like 5 times in a row being like, hey, it can be a lot. Oof, not smitten. If it's happening like a month's time, that's a lot. Emsteron. No, you're exactly right. It's not necessarily the best answer. However, it is an answer. It's like how do you put it? A motivational factor, right? If, for example, if I was like, Emsteron, you brought your shit to me 5 times. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna teach you, or I'm gonna like let you know a little bit more about entities and whatever's happening in your life, so that you're prepared to handle what comes next, what may come next. If it's out of your field, you can look for other help as well. But I'm leaving to another state. I hope that's okay with you. That's a good answer. I'm laying down my boundaries. Hey, I'm fucking leaving, dude. Like, here are the resources. Here's what you can do next. You know? But anyway, thank you guys so much. For those of you guys on YouTube, Twitch, I gotta tell you my Evil Ed story. For those of you on YouTube, I hope you guys really like this. Sorry if there's weird cuts. Know that we had a really awesome individual stop into the chat and like chat with us for a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Very much appreciated. Thanks, YouTube. Have a great day. And practice some self-care. All right, for those of you here on Twitch,